Okay, I got there at 6:15.
So I left at 6:15.
So we might have just missed each other then.
I got there at 4:06, I went to see Destler for a couple minutes, give him a check.
Yeah.
And
We're ready.
all right, folks, we'll start our December 8th meeting. Welcome to the Beach Mountain Town Council meeting. To get everyone to mute their phones, please. I guess we don't have to worry about Art since he's not here. And are there any committees or anything that we want to put Art on while he's gone?
Sanitation.
Sanitation. Okay, so item 2 is adoption of the agenda, and before we adopt it, we're going to pull item 8.2, which is the town council and board's schedule calendar. We're going to pull that off and put it on new business. So excluding item 8.2, I need a motion to adopt the agenda.
Motion to adopt as so changed.
Second,
Second.
any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right, so we're moving that. Hopefully I'll get that right. All right. Councilman Villanova, invocation.
Oh, yes. Okay, so this month, the Bible verse is Isaiah 9:6. For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government will be on his shoulders, and he will be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Merry Christmas or Happy Hanukkah to all that are here or online. Advent is a time that we reflect on hope, peace, joy, and love, and in preparation for the celebration of Jesus and birth. And I was thinking about this last night, where we were last year. We were a couple months after Helene, and of course we've come a long way since then. But one of the biggest things that I noticed was that how the community up here came together. I mean, everyone was working together. We had people cutting trees, helping their neighbors get out, cooking food, providing food, transporting people. It was just a time that we came together, and what a community that we have. Beach Mountain, I believe, is a very special place to be, to live, to raise your families if you have them, and it's an honor to be up here and to be on the council, along with my fellow council men and women, and I thank you for that. But what I would say would be, because it's a reflective time for us to spend that time, in December as we go through the month, and as we join with our families and friends and even strangers, that we can share that hope, peace, and joy and love with them. A lot of people need that in these days, and it would be just a wonderful thing to be able to do that. Let's bow our heads and we'll have prayer. Heavenly Father, as we approach the celebration of Jesus' birth this Christmas, let us be reminded that Jesus is the one that brings us hope, peace, joy, and love and salvation. May we share that message with family, friends, and others throughout this Christmas season. We pray that you continue to be with our mayor, this town council, our town manager, all the town employees, and all of our residents. God bless Beach Mountain, and God bless the USA. Amen.
Thank you. I'd like to start now the our meetings with something positive, and I should have done this after the call of order. The town was, yesterday we found out that we received $2.5 million from FEMA. Chief, will you go into a little detail with that, please? How we got the funding?
Well, Mayor, that call came from Senator Budd's office. He gave us a heads up that money had been approved through Department of Homeland Security. That's reimbursement for our Category B, which we expended a year ago, emergency preparedness. So that was for, the fuel, the food, the generators, the time of cutting trees and things like that. So a little over a year later, we got reimbursed. So that $2.5 million will go into offsetting our costs going forward.
What do you see next coming down the pipeline?
Well, FEMA's in a position right now of some reorganization, and every day we seem to get a new set of directions.
Uh-oh.
So I have a meeting tomorrow. Well, I'll have an update tomorrow, but right now it's pretty stalled.
Oh, that's positive news.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
You asked.
Pledge of allegiance, please. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. All right, next is our oath of office. Well, since I was the highest
Who you
vote-
got on the table first?
Since I was the highest vote getter, I'll go.
That's not what I certified.
Yeah. I believe I saw something different. I like it. That sounds good.
Since I got the most votes, Widener, she needs to be up there with you.
Come on,
I
up here,
state
take
your
a
name.
photo.
I, Wagner Abernathy,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and maintain
that I will support and maintain
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States,
of the United States,
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of North Carolina,
to the state of North Carolina,
and to the constitutional powers
and to the constitutional powers
and authorities
and authorities
which are or may be
which are or may be
established for the government
established for the government
thereof, that I will endeavor to support,
I will endeavor to support,
maintain, and defend
maintain, and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of
of
North Carolina,
North Carolina,
not inconsistent with
not inconsistent with
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
that I will faithfully discharge
I will faithfully discharge
the duties of my
the
office
duties of my office
as council member for the town of Beech
as
Mountain.
council member for the town of Beech Mountain.
So help me God.
So help me God.
And I'm going to take a signature.
Those on in South Carolina or Virginia, I don't follow the laws.
Got North Carolina.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, Stan, you're next in the line. Thank you.
Come on, wife.
Thank you. He comes here.
Thank you.
I state your name.
I, Michael Standard,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and maintain
that I will support and maintain
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States,
of the United States,
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of North Carolina,
to the state of North Carolina,
and to the constitutional powers
and to the constitutional powers
and authorities which are or may be
and the authorities which are and may be
established for the government thereof,
established in the government thereof,
and that I will endeavor to support,
and that I will endeavor to support,
maintain, and defend
maintain, and defend
the Constitution and laws
the constitutional laws
of North
of
Carolina,
North Carolina,
not inconsistent with
not inconsistent with
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
of my office
of my office
as council member to the town of Beech Mountain.
as council member of the town of Beech Mountain.
So help me God.
So let me go. But make sure I sign the right place this time.
Yes.
Last year I signed on the wrong line. You get in trouble?
We can fix it. And Ms. Kelly. I state your name.
I, Kelly Malay,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and maintain
that I will support and maintain
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of the United States,
of the United States,
that I will be faithful
that I will be faithful
and bear true allegiance
and bear true allegiance
to the state of North Carolina,
to the state of North Carolina,
and to the constitutional powers
and to the constitutional powers
and authorities which are or may be
and authorities which are or may be
established for the government thereof,
established for the government thereof,
that I will endeavor to support,
that I will endeavor to support,
maintain, and defend
maintain, and defend
the Constitution and laws
the Constitution and laws
of North Carolina,
of North Carolina,
not inconsistent with
not inconsistent with
the Constitution of the United States,
the Constitution of the United States,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
to the best of my knowledge and ability,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of my office
and I will faithfully discharge the duties of my
as
office
council member to the town of Beech Mountain.
as council member to the town of Beech Mountain.
So help me God.
So help me God. Now, what did you say? Thank you, Mayor.
Congratulations.
Very good.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys.
Yep, congrats.
Okay, next, it's my pleasure to introduce the president of Cross North School, Cross North Communities, Brett Loftus, and I asked him to just speak on behalf of what he does at the school and the growth and the vision that they have for the young kids and teenagers that are in the program. Brett?
Awesome. Well, thank you. It's so good to be with you. And I have been in this field for about 30 years. So if you have any questions, I'd love to answer them, but I'm a one-trick pony. This lawyer here may have lots of different skills. I just have one, and it's working with kids in the system. So today in North Carolina, there are a little over 12,000 children in foster care. In a given year, there are about 16,000 children that will go in and out of North Carolina's foster care system. 40% of those are 6 and under, age 6 and under. So if you think about kind of what you might envision as a foster child, there are a lot of children out there looking for a place to be. Because a court has determined that their parents are not safe for them to live with because of abuse, neglect, or dependency. The number one reasons why kids come into foster care in Western North Carolina are drug addiction and domestic violence. Those are, and physical and sexual abuse follow right along behind those and usually come out after those kids come into care. And so just know that a lot of what we're trying to do is things that Mary Martin Sloop started in 1909. When she started the Cross North School, the first school in the county, was to provide an education to children who were suffering disadvantage, and then as it became more of a children's home in school over the years, it's to also provide safety and a sanctuary of support for them. Now we have modern trauma-informed therapeutic services, job skills, training, and our campuses are really known for keeping large sibling groups together. What we know is that the big issue with kids in North Carolina is that there are not enough homes for them to live in, not enough foster homes. Since COVID, statewide foster care availability has dropped about 25%. So we have children in all 100 counties in the last year who slept in the floor of DSS offices or in a hotel with a social worker. And so we have quite the crisis in this state, and Cross North continues to grow and expand our services to really meet those needs. If you know kind of Cross North from the past, you know one pretty little campus there in Lower Avery County with a weaving room and a thrift store and those things. And now we have about 350 staff all over the state, all the way from Cherokee County to Durham County. So we have 4 physical locations, including Hendersonville, Winston-Salem, ours here, and then now we have homes in the Charlotte area and in the Smoky region out there in the far west. And so we are serving about 1,000 children a year. And that is not enough, unfortunately, to meet all the need, but we continue to try to grow and change to make sure we can meet the current need of children in foster care. The number of children continues to grow in the state as our population grows, so the number of kids that need the services will continue to grow. It is not a good feeling to wake up one day and realize your parents can't take care of you and that the government is your parent. We all rely on government for lots of things, and we want them doing lots of things that we all need. Parenting is not one. And so organizations like Cross North that are private nonprofits, especially private faith-based nonprofits like ours, really play a critical role in that continuum of care. And so we're thrilled to be able to educate children. We have a charter school here in Avery County, really the only charter school here in Avery County. It's K through 12. and about half of it are children in foster care that live with us, and about half are community children who lottery for a chance to go to school there. And we've just, in the last 8 years, we have taken an old Methodist children's home in Winston-Salem, right downtown, and transformed it after the campus here, really rebuilding it here, and we've opened the charter school here, down there this fall. And so we're starting with elementary school, and we'll move up into middle school. So we have 10 seniors this year that live on our 2 campuses, and all of them are set for graduation, and all have been accepted to college. And why that matters is because nationally, kids in foster care only graduate high school about 50% of the time, and about 3% of children in foster care in the nation graduate from college. So we're trying to break some really difficult, long cycles of bad outcomes when you've experienced early childhood abuse, neglect. And so we do a ton of work around community understanding of trauma and how we build resilient communities. And so we actually have a national training center that travels to other states to train other organizations around trauma-informed care and community resilience. So CrossNorth's changed a lot over the years. I've been there for almost 13 years. I practiced law in Charlotte, representing children, ran the children's law office there for about 13 years before that. And so this is our home. We love it here, my wife and I. And she has a small business, and then we have one child left at home that will graduate from the charter school on CrossNorth's campus and head off to college in the fall. So the Abernathy family has been incredibly generous to us and connected to the kids there, and I was excited for the opportunity to be able to come talk to you all. You have kids from here that drive to our school, and we have staff that live here that come down every day, and anything we can do to build more affordable housing for our staff to live in. It's one of our biggest issues we have, is that people choose to live in Winston-Salem instead of here because they can afford to live there and they can find a place to live. So we have a real hard time recruiting staff, especially specialty staff like therapists and nurses and psychologists and folks like that, because they just can't afford to live in every county. So that's tough. So we're always looking for partnerships and people to be engaged, because if you're in foster care in North Carolina, you belong to North Carolina. You're all of our children. And a few years ago, we sent a birth announcement to all of our General Assembly members and say, congratulations, you're the parent to 16,000 children. Just to remind them that these are indeed their kids. And all we want for them is the same things we want for our own kids and our own grandkids. So I love to answer any questions you have about foster care in general, or what we do, or what's happening in the system. We are bracing for these Medicaid cuts that have been coming. All kids in foster care are on Medicaid, so that immediately impacts them. And most of the families that we have, that we serve, are beneficiaries of SNAP. And so those are things that we're kind of bracing for. But other than that, we continue to just move forward and serve as many kids as we can.
What's the average age of adoption?
Oh, so the average age for a child in foster care is 7. And so kids, the younger they are, the more likely they are to be adopted. The older they are, the harder it is for us to find adoptive placements. Our foster care program is focused on permanency. How do we get those children to a permanent home? And for a lot of our kids, they can't safely go home. And so adoption, we have about 2,500 kids in North Carolina that are free and clear for adoption and waiting for adoptive homes. Most of those kids are over the age of 10. Children of color are less likely to be adopted, and children with special education and other disability needs are less likely to be adopted. So we need a ton more adoptive families. So when you hear about kind of how expensive it is and how hard it is to adopt, those are people that are talking about babies from the hospital or international adoptions. It's actually very, very inexpensive all the way to free to adopt a child from foster care because of all the support they get.
Will the Medicaid cuts affect you guys directly?
It will. We'll get an 8% cut on all of our therapy visits that kids have that our therapists provide for them, which already is about 50% of what private insurance would pay for a therapy visit. So it's already a really underfunded program. And then we'll also take cuts from some of the in-home services we give that we're trying to keep kids from being removed. We know research tells us if we can keep a family stabilized, it's better for the children and better for everyone because it costs less and has better outcomes. But once they're removed, the longer they stay out of the home, the less likely it is they'll go back. Any questions, anything you're curious about?
Anyone? Once, twice? Okay, Brett, thank you so much for your
Thank you.
time.
Thank you.
Anytime.
For the information.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we love it.
You're welcome to leave if you
You're not doing exciting things when I need you here?
no, I think you want to take off. Hey, thanks again. Nice seeing you. We'll see you soon. That school does a really nice, Tracy and I have gotten involved since our son's death, and we were very impressed, and we've been familiar with it for years, but we've never been on their campus. And I tell you, Brett and his staff, they put their heart and soul into this program and give these children a very loving environment. You know, they try to emulate what you would have at your house with two home parents, male and a female, and they have a dog in every cottage. So they try to make the living conditions as comfortable as possible for the conditions that they were reared in. All right, no one signed up for public comment? All right, moving along. So on the consent agenda, we removed item 8.2, put that under new business. I need a motion to accept the consent agenda.
Motion?
Second.
Second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
All right. Old business. So on item 9.1, this is a public hearing for the proposal of the solid waste franchise agreement. We still have not received that yet, and we haven't received a return contract yet. So we need to postpone this. I need a motion to postpone item 9.1.
Motion?
Second.
Any discussion?
Mr. Mayor, that would be to your January agenda, or do you have another date certain?
We do not.
January 13th,
So we're pushing it another month.
yes,
Okay. Do we have any updates, Chief?
we do not.
Okay.
Any, if we, I mean, when does their franchise agreement expire?
In June.
In June, okay, so we got some
If you
time.
recall, the council asked us to move this along. It's in their legal, and it hasn't come back, so we really don't have anything to have a public hearing on.
And if you table it, you have to table to a date certain, otherwise Ms. Haynes has to re-advertise your public hearing.
All in favor? All good?
Aye.
Aye.
Say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Okay, item 10.1, this is for the board and committee appointments. I need a motion to postpone this item as well.
Motion to postpone?
Yes. Any discussion? Or any second?
Mr. Mayor, this would be the January 13th.
Yes. I
Yes, sir.
assume so.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. You beat me to it. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Item 10.2, this is the Watauga Economic Development Commission. I'm currently on this commission and represent Beach Mountain. If you guys want someone else to be on this committee, we can vote on it. Otherwise, I'd just soon stay on it.
Do we need to open the floor for nominations, or we just make a motion for?
A motion would be in order.
Yes, I need a motion to keep me on the committee unless somebody else wants to do
My
it.
motion to keep Mayor Abernathy as the appointee.
Second?
Any discussion? Now I'll vote against myself. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right. Item 10.3, this is our stormwater engineering firm selection. I need a motion to accept this.
Motion.
Second.
Chief, will you go over this, please?
Yes, as the council may remember, we had a stormwater presentation by Withers Ravenel during the summertime, and your direction was to go out and issue a request for qualifications for a firm to take us into developing a stormwater utility. We had two firms that replied, Matter and Craig and Withers Ravenel. Staff looked at Withers Ravenel as well as Matter and Craig, and our recommendation is that you accept Withers Ravenel as being the more complete package. I did send this to Councilman Villanova and asked him to review it as well, and you may want to add to this or not, but that's our recommendation.
So what's the criteria with one versus the other? I mean, they have different models.
Well, both firms are well qualified. Withers Ravenel not only took on or had well presentation of qualifications to do the asset management, what's in the ground, what needs, doing a study on water flow and things like this. More importantly, they had more depth in the financial modeling, financial analysis, which, if you recall our meeting, that was really the number one concern.
Yep.
Is how we're gonna model this financially and put together a utility that increases our ability to get funding. And so I believe, and so did Daniel Davis, I won't speak for the councilman, that Withers Ravenel, their proposal was more qualified in the financial analysis and putting together the model for us.
Anyone have any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. All right, chief.
I need to do 8-2.
8-2? I'm sorry. I knew I was gonna miss that. Wait a minute, I thought we postponed 8-2.
No, you moved it to new business.
I mean, I'm sorry, new business.
And we're in new business.
And we're in new business.
Yeah.
I need to, if you'll just put it on the floor, I'll explain what I need.
Okay, this is change the date with we talking about the budget retreat, is that correct?
Yes.
All right, so we've got Congressman Edwards that is coming to Beach Mountain January the 29th at noon. Originally, we were going to have our budget retreat that day, but I think this probably takes precedent having Congressman Edwards. I don't think he's ever been up here, and his office reached out to me last week and wanted to come and meet with us. So we were going to move the budget retreat to Friday,
The 30th,
the 30th.
at 8:30.
And-
if it passes, then the town clerk will correct the agenda, the calendar and have it posted.
So I need first, I don't know if I had a motion on this item, but I need a motion for this.
Motion to approve the calendars with the change in dates.
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
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 Very good.
So you up to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
You have the floor.
If you quickly go to page 76 of your agenda, it's financial report through October 31st. You'll see that the general fund benchmark is 34% of the budget. Expenditures are at 26%. Same thing with utility fund, identical 26% expenditures against the 34% benchmark. And then if you turn the page to page 78, you'll see that the sanitation fund is at 50% with a 34% benchmark. And I just want to remind you and the public that is because of the decision we made 2 months ago. Instead of financing the capital trucks, we purchased it out of fund balance. So this will take several months towards the end of the year for this number to balance out with the benchmark. You're on the next page, the fund balance is indicated. I will tell you that this is through October 31st. Taxes came in November, substantial revenue that you'll see in the next report. So don't be too concerned with only 12% revenue on a 34% benchmark. So with no questions on the financial report, let me go through my report. The good news, water restrictions have been lifted. I sent it to the council an email. We've taken the sign down and we've taken it off the website. Phase 2 was lifted December 5th. The volume of Buckeye Lake has been restored to pre-Helene capacity, so the dredging, the delta removal and hauling all that material is gone, and we regained about 2 million gallons of water in the lake, so that's good news. The emergency bypass pump has arrived, installation will begin shortly. We don't have an emergency because we're overflowing the spillway currently. We're meeting our state criteria, but we'll get that pump installed and have it ready for use as soon as we get the contractor installed.
Who's doing the work?
Carolina Pump is the firm out of, I believe they're in Charlotte. The Cherry Gap site has been developed. Additional fill is being staged there as projects are completed. So if you get a chance, drive out Cherry Gap, you can't miss it. And so that will be the site where the town will move materials from Helene. We've got materials at Charter Hills that need to be relocated there. And if you recall, that's land we purchased, and we're still working with FEMA to be reimbursed for that. The Pinnacle well is running. We'll rehab that in February. As you recall, FEMA agreed to pay for the rehab, which includes fracking, and hopefully we can increase the yield of that well. The Charter Hills Road sewer line relocation, the notice to proceed has been issued to the contractor, and this is the first step in the project, but it's still going to take almost a year for that road to be repaired. The parking lot stormwater plan has been submitted for review. This project I'll bring up in the budget for 2026. This is not a FEMA project. This is something that the town will have to fund. I don't have a cost yet, but we'll expect to discuss that at budget time. That plan has been submitted to the town. Road patching has been delayed due to weather, and to be honest with you, we may be unable to get asphalt if they. I've been told that they'll probably shut down the May Mead asphalt plant because of weather. They can't make asphalt, I guess, when it's cold. So that's bad news. What we'll do through the winter then is Public Works will be responsible for putting in fill, chat, gravel. It'll be a constant maintenance issue unless we're lucky and we can get asphalt in the next 10 to 14 days. But to be realistically, I don't think that's going to happen. FEMA financial, I'll just bring up the dashboard that we discussed last month. Just to give you some heads up, we still have 33 obligated projects. $18 million is obligated. With the mayor's $2.5 million that gets added to this. So we're a little over $20 million that have been allocated for about $27 million worth of damages, and we've received $9.5 million. If you go to the graph, green is good, blue is okay, yellow is not so good. So we see more green than we saw last week or last month, and the greener it gets, the better it is for our fund balance. And this model is available anytime if you want to stop in and see what the numbers are day to day. It's updated almost daily. Let's see, the resort is open, and we had a great weekend with high capacity. The parking issue seems to have worked well. I want to thank Councilman Stanford for taking that on. It looks like we're going to have a good winter with visitors coming to the mountain. So, we need it this year. Reminder, the Christmas parade, no place like Beach Mountain at Christmas time. It's December 23rd. And contact Parks and Rec for details. And I want to wish everybody Merry Christmas and a Happy Hanukkah from the town staff. And that's my report.
Wow.
Short and sweet.
Yeah. All right. Council comments. Alan?
Yeah, just, I call out all the time, but I think Chief Pudney and Daniel and Steve have done an excellent job for the town. They've had to juggle balls and deal with FEMA and all the other agencies, and it's a lot of work on them, but they've stepped up and they've been keeping our town alive and making progress, and just a big shout out to them. Really appreciate that, and really appreciate all the town people that support us, and it's good to live in this place, and just thank you to that.
Councilman Stanford? Here we go.
No, I will say again, thank you for everybody that turned out and voted. Voted for myself and the other two up here, Kelly and Abernathy there. I think when I say we're all very proud to serve on this council, it's an understatement. It's an honor to serve as a council member, and I'm very appreciative of the fact that I've got 4 years this time. And I don't have to turn around and run for office in 2. I'm always, I say this, I have a town email address, it's on the website. Feel free to reach out to me via the town email address. If it's about town business, you want something answered, I'll try to get the answer for you. As well as my cell phone number is published, so give me a call, send me a text message. Just identify who you are if I don't already have your number. As the town manager said, yeah, we're in full swing, and here you go, ready? 95 days to go.
But who's counting?
But, yeah, all right, who's counting? But, I mean, things at the resort look great. We've got a lot of good snowmaking opportunities going into this weekend that I think, you're gonna see a very quick terrain expansion. And I think it's wonderful that we're ready for the true holiday season that's coming up. And happy holidays to everybody. And, I'll see if I make the parade this year if I miss the float again.
We'll get
I did have one question. I know that we used to have a map that would show the different stages on snow plowing, how they would work their way around. Is that still in use, or is that old?
It's online.
It is still
Yeah,
online?
Under utilities, public works.
Okay.
It has the garbage pickup
Okay.
and the snow plowing.
Okay, just so people know, now that the weather's turning, this way you'll have a general idea of what to look for. I also want to congratulate the residents of Beech Mountain we powered through stage 2 water restrictions and never made it to stage 3, and that was, town people pulling their, whatever. Also wanted to mention that, police department did a great job with the Shop with the Cop. There's a lot of very, very happy children in the area, along with our angel tree through Parks and Rec. And, like everyone else, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, and here we go, skiing every day.
And they go back out tomorrow because it got postponed, so they got one more trip to go.
We got one more trip. There you go, perfect. That's it.
All right, I appreciate everyone coming and filling up this room today. Your support is appreciated. I think we have a strong council, and I'm glad that our council is returning, and we will continue to move forward and be progressive with our decisions that we're making for the future of the town. I had the opportunity this last week to go to a function for Destin Hall, who's our North Carolina Speaker of the House. It's pretty cool going to these functions and meeting these people and networking. This is something that I've been preaching for the past couple of years, that this is something that in the past we have not done. And I think it's, just like this $2.5 million that we got from Senator Budd's office. In the first time in the history of Beech Mountain, we've never received these kind of funding. So right now, I think we're up to right at $39 million that we've received that is non-taxpayer money. I don't know where all that money went, but
Buckeye Lake.
we've received it.
Roads, culverts.
Also, I'm honored. I received a call several weeks ago, and I was appointed as a director of the North Carolina Mayors Association. So I think this is going to further enhance being able to network, meet people, and shake hands, and try to put Beech Mountain on the map. So I'm honored to be able to be a part of this association. Other than that, as the rest of the council said, I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and stay safe. And I think Chief Pudney, a few weeks ago or last meeting, mentioned since it's wintertime, chimney fires, they can go on our website, correct?
Yep, fire department website.
The fire department website, and look at what you're not supposed to do for a chimney fire. So in saying that, we will adjourn the meeting. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.